we hail, we love.
Hello there, this is our study session 3 and it is on standardized financial statement analysis. My name is Dr. ABDUL ADAMU. At the end of this course, students should know the following. They should be able to explain the concept of standardized financial statements. They should be able to compute and interpret common size balance sheet and also common size income statement. What is a standardized financial statement? These are the financial statements that are presented in a consistent format across different companies and industry, so that we should be able to compare the companies and the industry, or companies in different industry, or companies in different countries that report their financials in different currencies. It also helps us to improve our understanding of the financial performance of those companies and their financial position. So when we have firms that are in different countries and you want to compare whether they are performing their performance, for instance, you want to compare Apple with Dangote. Dangote is a big company in Nigeria. Apple is a bigger country in the US. When you translate the Apple financial into Naira, it will dwarf Dangote by far. So to be able to compare these two companies, you have to bring their financial to the same base. So this is where the standardized financial statement comes in. So the primary financial statement that we standardize are the balance sheet and the income statement. And once we standardize them, we call them common size balance sheet or common size income statement. So the standardized financial statement, like I stated earlier, they are called common size balance sheet or common size income statement. A common size balance sheet presents the components of the balance sheet as a percentage of sales. So what we do in common size balance sheet is we take each of the item in the balance sheet and divide it by the total asset and express it as a percent. So that is, all the items are expressed as percent by dividing them by total asset. For example, in the balance sheet I'm going to show, the cash value is 10 million, is 1 million, while the total asset is 53 million. That means the cash is just 18.9% of the total asset of the company. So this is a common size balance sheet. If you look at this balance sheet, we have assets on the left side and liability and equity on the right side. So these are the actual Naira value of the asset. So the total asset is 5.3 million. Then if we divide 1 million by 5.3 million, we have 18.9%. 500,000 divided by this, we have 9.5%, 9.4%. So if we continue to do that, we have been able to convert this balance sheet into common size balance sheet. For the liability side, we do the same thing. We take each of these items and divide it by 5.3 million. So we have the percent value. So this is showing that the cash is 18.9% of the total asset. Account receivable is 9.4% of the total asset. Long-term debt is 28.3% of the total asset. Retained earning is 39.6% of the total asset. So this is how we compute common size balance sheet. We should take a balance sheet and try to do this computation one after the other. We will be able to appreciate how we do this computation. Then for common size income statement, we present the component of the income statement as a percent of total revenue or sales. So when you take the every item in the income statement, you divide it by the total sales, then you have expressed it as a common size income statement. So it allows for easier comparison between companies, and it eliminates the effect of differences in absolute dollar terms. So if you look at the income statement I will be presenting, the cost of goods sold, the value is 30 million, while the sales is 50 million. So 30 million divided by 50 million will give us 60%. That means the cost of goods sold is 60% of the total sales. So if you look at the income statement, you can see these are the value. The sales is 50 million. So we take each of these items and we divide it by 50 million. This is what we have. If you divide 50 million by itself, you have 100%. So cost of goods sold is 60% of the total sales. Interest paid is 4%. Income tax is 4%. Like that. This is how we compute common size income statement. Thank you for listening.